Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's your boy Low Max. Hey, uh, today I want to talk to you guys about cognitive dissonance. In my last video, we talked about a little bit about critical thinking, and there's just a few topics that we're gonna just discuss, just to kind of get the brain housing group right. And today, like I said, I want to talk about cognitive dissonance, and I'm gonna say that word a lot throughout this video. And this video is not going to be that long. It's just going to try to I'm just here to make you think about a few different things and how we can be better as people, So cognitive dissonance pretty much is, the state of inconsistent thoughts or beliefs, and quick example of cognitive dissonance. And there's plenty of examples of cognitive dissonance, but I'm going to use this example because this is the first one that just come off at me. If you love the environment, but at the same time you believe in plastic bags, that's cognitive dissonance. And I'm gonna break it down a little bit more because some of you guys might not understand what I just said and what I just spoke about. But once again, if you believe in the environment and you believe in the use of plastic bags, so pretty much cognitive dissonance is when your beliefs pretty much clash with your behaviors. Excuse me. Once again, is when your beliefs pretty much clash with your behaviors. So I'm going to just go over a few signs, and there's plenty of signs, but I'm just going to go over a few. And I'm going to try my best to explain those signs the best way that I know how to explain those signs. And the first sign is guilt. And I'm only going to speak from my point of view, not yours. I'm not Steve Harvey or Kevin Samuels and none of them guys. I'm not going to tell you how you should feel, but I'm going to tell you how I feel. So like I said, the first sign is guilt. And when guilt, I fucked up, and we already know how that sounds. And one of the examples, I cheated on my wife, or I had some infidelity issues, which is the same thing, or I cheated on my taxes, or whatever. I fucked up, or I slapped someone and I should probably slap him, or I've accused someone. That's cognitive dissonance because we don't know, especially if we don't have any concrete evidence or proof, And number two is pretty much feeling uncomfortable. When you feel uncomfortable and you're not comfortable in your own skin of how you feel or whatever situation that may arise. So when you're uncomfortable about something, once again, that's cognitive dissonance. Number three, probably avoidance. So when you avoid something, for me, once again, when I'm hungover, I avoid. I don't want to know what happened, and I don't even care what happened. I'm avoiding something. Once again, cognitive dissonance. What? Number four, missing out. When you miss out on something, whether you say I didn't want to go anyways, no. You can't miss out on things that are important to you. So when you miss out on something that you didn't want to miss out on, nothing where you didn't want to miss out of, once again, that's cognitive dissonance. Number five, what shame. Oh, big one. And see, they all tie in together somehow, some way, some shame of somehow they all tie in. Shame. So when you're ashamed of yourself, or when someone say you should be ashamed of yourself, once again, you're experiencing and you're going through cognitive dissonance. And number six, when you ignore things, and it all kind of, like I said, I said it earlier, it all ties back in. You can't pretty much ignore you can't ignore when people say about you. Yeah, I mean, of course, got it. But you can't ignore the truth when it hits you at the home front because it's gonna hit. And when it hit, you have to be ready to tackle it on. And if you don't tackle it on, once again, cognitive dissonance. And the last one, which is rationalizing. Sometimes we don't really know how to rationalize, but I like to look at this sign as pretty much compromising. So, especially if you're married, because sometimes we have to rationalize and be cognitive of how our partner, spouse, or parent or our child feels. We can't just say, well, this is my way, this is my way or the highway. Nah, it don't really work that way. Well, it can to a, to a point, but we have to rationalize things. And when we rationalize things, we open ourselves up to more understanding. So, I mean, it just pretty much comes down to that. So, cognitive dissonance is all about, you know, contradictory beliefs. And you have to understand when we are incongruent with our actions, we are going to always be in the mode of cognitive dissonance. And the science part of it, which I don't know much about it, but I can tell you this, the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex starts to create a habit, and that habit creates a disease. So if we keep lying to ourselves into that, it's kind of like our third eye. And people are like, what? Our third eye? How is it our third eye? No, because if you believe a lie a long time, you believe it. But that part of our brain controls our emotions, which is also on top of our dopamine, or our system where it controls our dopamine. So we have to sometimes just study the hard truth and really just believe in it. It's just basically when your lie, you tell a lie long enough, it becomes your truth. And I'm not perfect. I've told many lies in my lifetime, and I'm probably going to continue to tell a few lies. It just all how you deal with it, and especially when it comes down to just whatever situation that you may be in, you know. This has been really beneficial for me, and that's why I like to do these topics, on critical thinking, cognitive dissonance, and it's going to be a few more. And I really hope you guys can follow me, and or you give me some kind of suggestions. And I know last time I didn't really, I told you guys to leave comments, but I think I made a mistake and I put it where I can leave kids onto my video, and YouTube somehow found a way where you can't leave comments. But this time I think I got it figured out. This is my second video. So, just let me know how you feel, and you might disagree with me, and that's okay. Because once again, if I felt some kind of way, once again, I'll be in cognitive dissonance. You can't hurt my feelings. I can't hurt your feelings. But the whole point of this whole video is how we can be better, how we can get better. I mean, and that's the truth. Once again, I try to keep these videos under a really, really short time so I can try to capture your attention span, because I know how it goes. Like I said, it's video number 2. Please leave your comments. If it allows me this time where you can leave your comments, please like, subscribe. Once again, you guys know I'm on this better as what you guys already know that. And once again, thank you if you listen to this. If you don't listen to this, but maybe it might not apply to you, but maybe you can share this to somebody that actually might need this. Because I tell you what, if I would have seen these videos 4 or 5 years ago, shoot, ain't no telling where I would go and where I would be. But once again, thanks. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And I know the quality might be a little bit different this time because I used a different kind of camera, but I'm just experimenting. But hey, thanks again. You guys take care. God bless.